All right, I'm gonna share a story with you guys. I remember this guy I used to work with. Everyone view him as like a very smart guy, and if you need something, he's the guy you go to. You know, so he was the senior at the let's say the company, and he's the type of guy when he's having a conversation with someone, he would literally command what you should do or what you should not do. And if he didn't like a person, he will do everything in his power to get rid of that person very quick. And usually he will be successful at it because he's very good at playing tactics, playing all kinds of games, and he had that trust. Everyone trusted him. So that's the reason he would use his power to his advantage to get rid of anyone that he did not like. And I watched that shit happen so many times. I was like, damn, this guy is part of the higher ups. Why does he behave the way he does? Why does he want to get rid of people just like that just because he doesn't like them instead of like trying to like train them or teach them something? But it was in his character. And because he had that power, he was able to get rid of a lot of people. A lot. I was like, damn, man, it's like that? That is crazy. But for me, I wasn't interested in moving up. I wasn't interested of like power. I don't care much about power like that. It's like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna go and do my thing and move on. But the thing is, he managed to build a reputation of me, which was extremely, extremely bad, to be quite honest with you. But it didn't really affect me that much, but it was there. And I was known for that, you know, guy everyone would look at and say, oh, this guy, he doesn't know anything. Don't talk to him. Oh, he's not the guy you go to if you need something. That was the reputation I had. So think about it for a second. So, of course, the way I carry myself, it's not like being fake confident. Like I go to the gym, I take care of my body. So the way I'm going to walk is the way I'm going to walk. I don't need to put my head down or whatever, man. And people can see that. People can see that, okay, yo, this guy take care of himself a lot. So therefore, there is something about him. And the bully noticed that. And it was a problem for him because envy kicked in. And of course, because he had that power, he didn't want anyone threaten his power, he's going to try to get rid of them. And that's what he was trying to do with me. But I was really patient. And whenever he saw me, he would be like, do this, do that. Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. I was like, damn, just like that. But he had that power. You know, he had that power and he had that reputation where I couldn't say anything. And I needed the job, to be quite honest with you. So I wasn't going to risk the job because of my ego. So I, you know, if we were somewhere outside or not much rules somewhere else, I would have dominated him. So it's the reason I didn't view him as like, oh, someone to look up to or someone to be afraid of or anything like that. I just let him express his power or express his insecurity, and I just mind my business and do what I gotta do. That's what it was. So unfortunately, he was slipping because, you know, power can get in people's head and they can end up doing the wrong thing, especially if they don't have self-control. That's how dangerous power actually is. If your goal is to gain power and you don't have that proper self-control, when you gain that power, you're not going to be able to handle it properly because it could go over your head very easily, very, very quick. And that's where he failed. I was patient. I was waiting for the right time to confront him. So one time I had the opportunity to to be on his level, you could say. The minute he trying to give me command, I confronted him face to face like a man and let him know I do not appreciate him giving me commands. If he's going to come to me correct with respect. Just like that. He was shocked and he was pissed and he couldn't believe it. But what could he have done about it? He couldn't do anything about it because we were on the same level now. It was a whole different ball game. We held the same power. So he didn't have the opportunity to even destroy or obliterate well, he tried. I did not have that good image, like I said. But he was attacking. Every time he come with some sort of tactics, with some sort of like attack, I would use it against him. And the more he would get mad, the more he would stress out, and the more I would use things against him. It's like judo. So my thing is, guys, when you're dealing with a bully at work, You have to be patient. If you're new and the person been around for a long time and the person has a good reputation, they can use that against you to get rid of you. And I watched that man get so many people fired for absolutely no reason. I'm talking about people who didn't even do anything wrong. Just the fact that he didn't like them, and people, the higher ups, trusted him, trusted his words. So anything he said, they actually believe him. The fact that they trusted him, then he used that to get rid of anyone that he didn't like. If he didn't like someone, boom, within months, that person's gone. You see the problem? So you have to be patient. You have to be really, really patient when you dealing with a bully at work, or someone who's been around a long time, or someone who has a lot of power. You have to be patient and stay quiet. Don't complain. If you go and complain all the time, you're gonna build that reputation of being a complainer. And if you have that reputation, no one's gonna listen to you. So you have to stay quiet, mind your business, and put your ego aside. You're going to have to put your ego aside. And just try your very best to build a good reputation. Discipline yourself. Don't just, go to work and go home, watch TV, stress yourself out. No. Work on your mind, work on your body, work on becoming the best version of yourself. The more you do that, the more people will be able to perceive that. And if they're able to see it, they're going to start to acknowledge you. And that's the reputation you want. You don't want to be the guy who always late and who can't perform the task. Man, I'm telling you, if you have that reputation, it'll be very easy for that bully to get rid of you. Very, very easy. So when you build that good reputation, what's going to happen? The higher ups going to start notice there's nothing the bully will be able to do to you. You're disciplined, you have that self-control, you don't complain, you just do whatever you got to do, you don't say much to people. Man, people are going to notice you, I'm telling you. And the more you stay away from people, the more people are going to want to know who you are. And the more they want to know, and the more you just mind your business, the more they're going to gravitate towards you to know exactly who you are, because you're different. Perception management, guys. You have to manage the way people perceive you. You have to gain that. You have to get that under control. If you really want your job, that's how you're going to have to deal with a bully. You can't just go by attacking. It's not going to work. It will turn against you. Okay? So be humble. You have to be humble. Just deal with the situation for a little bit, be patient, and later on, when the time is right, confront that person. Let the person know to not disrespect you. Put a you stop to it. Because if you don't put a stop to it, the person just gonna nibble on your weakness. Real talk. It's what's gonna happen. Until they get rid of you. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't let someone just disrespect you whenever they want, or take advantage of you whenever they want. It's not the way it works. You have to learn to think and strategize. Guys, we're in a world where, believe it or not, you at war with yourself, and you at war of with other people, because everyone trying to get more. Everyone trying to gain that power. And if you don't have that self-control, and if you don't know how to control your mind, if you don't know how to control yourself, people will take advantage of you, guaranteed. You don't want that, okay? So dealing with a bully is very easy, guys. Usually bullies, the reason they bully other people is because they're weak. They're very weak. And the weakness usually shows most of the time. If you know what to look for, with time, you will see their weakness. Their weakness will leak out. When the weakness leaked out, boom, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it to gain that respect. For the person to know, for the bully to know not to cross that line. Straight up. And I guarantee you it'll work, but you must be patient. You can't just quick to attack impulsively, because it's gonna work against you. Be patient, learn, understand things, and until man, you're ready to obliterate the bully. All right, guys. So what do we do here? We learn, we push, and we grow to become the best version of ourselves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more great content. If you have anything to say, let it out in the comment section. See you next time. Ciao.